It's time for round 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Chaos News. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, we're back. I just made the video. We just put up the video talking about the first 2 Chaos cards revealed, and then we just got like everything else revealed, like the entire set revealed in like one night. Absolutely crazy. We got the rest of the cards here. We got a bunch to go through, a lot of Toon cards. I say we just jump right in and just get into it because we got a lot of stuff to go through. So starting off, of course, is the cover box card is our Toon Schwartz Glanzender Soldat. I don't know how that's pronounced. Toon, Black Luster Soldier, of course. This is our level 8 warrior Toon effect monster. 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense as per usual. He cannot be normal summoned or set. He must first be special summoned from your hand by tributing Toon monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal 8 or more. Makes sense. While you control Toon World and your opponent doesn't control Toon monster, this card can attack your opponent directly. Okay, 3,000, that's a lot. That's a lot. And once returned, if you control Toon World, you can target one card on the field and banish it. This card cannot attack during the turn this effect is activated. So that's pretty nice. I'm not insanely aware of exactly what, if Toons have access to any like legitimately good removal, or at least like proactive removal instead of reactive removal. Because I know they have like the trap hole card that's like pretty good actually because it shuffles. But yeah, I'll take it. Like a ban. Like if you decide you're not going to attack with him, you're just like, okay, I'll just banish a card on your field. It's any card. It's back row. It's nice. I think it's a good card for them. Moving on next, we have Chaos Valkyrie. Is this like a half Chaos card, half Valkyrie card? Crazy. Okay, so it's a level 4 light fairy. Its attack is 1,800 and its defense is 1,050. I love beaters that are level 4. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned by a card effect. You could banish a light or dark monster from graveyard to special summon this card. Okay, so this one's light or dark. Usually it's one or the other with like the light and dark dragons as well as like Luna and Diana, the other light and dark monsters that just kind of summon the spirits. Anyway, I like that. If this card is banished, you can send one light or dark monster from your deck to the graveyard, but for the rest of the turn, you cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with the same name as that card. I think that is phenomenal, for sure. Listen, you don't get the effect that turn, but it's either set up for next turn, or we know that these decks tend to rely on just making sure you can get stuff into the grave, and that could just be all this card is, just being able to get more, banishable material into your grave so that your other bigger, like, Chaos boss monsters can get their stuff going. I think this is a nice card for them. I love that it banishes either a light or a dark, so there's no real risk of, like, having the wrong one instead of the one that she needs. It's either, and I think that's great. I think she's good. I think she's a good card. Next up, we have Toon Dark Harpie, right? Toon Harpie Lady. Toon Dark Harpie. Toon Harpie Lady. I'm an idiot. This is a level 4 wind Toon effect monster. 1,300 attack, 1,400 defense. This card cannot attack during the turn it is summoned, of course. If you control Toon World, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then, if you control another Toon monster, you can destroy one spell or trap your opponent controlled. Now, this card is a nice not engine piece, but of course, like, spammable card. Like, a lot of the Toons need you to either, like, tribute other Toons, so, like, you're kind of losing, like, what you've already committed to the board. She's just, like, one, she doesn't take your normal summon, she's a special summon, and then she gets to pop another back row. So, playing into other back row decks actually becomes a little bit nicer here. I really appreciate that. Okay, you can only use that effect once per turn, and also while you control Toon World and your opponent doesn't control a Toon monster, this card can attack your opponent directly. I think this card's nice. I think this is one of the better Toon monsters overall. We'll see how useful she is. And of course, her design is clean as well. I love the Toon Black Luster Soldier, though. His design is dope. Anyway, moving on, we have Chaos Daedalus, however you want to say it. This is our level 7 Dark Sea Serpent. So this is like the Neo Daedalus card here. He's 2,600 attack, 1,500 defense. Of course, he cannot be normal summoned or set. Why would he? He must be first special summoned from your hand by banishing a light and a dark, so it's both. You do need one of each. While a field spell is face up on the field, your opponent cannot target light or dark monsters you control with card effects. Okay, so like, as long as you have any field spell, or if there is a field spell, whether your opponent has it or you, he kind of just like puts magical midbreaker field like protection all over your board. Okay. Also, you can target face-up cards on the field up to the number of face-up field spells on the field and banish them, and you can only use that effect once per turn. Now that is powerful. That's just up to it. So if your opponent has one and you have one, you're just like, banish 2. Banishing 1 is still just good. All you have to do is get it 1 field spell going. And I think they have Gateway to Chaos, which is a fairly decent field spell if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly what it does, if it's exactly good enough here, but there could be other stuff. I mean, this deck doesn't seem like a deck that really uses its normal summons, so maybe we'll just see like invoked stuff played in here. I don't know. But that's pretty powerful. It's not a disruption, but it is a powerful removal effect. Moving on here, we have our Toon bookmark, okay? All right. This card says, add 1 Toon World, or 1 card that specifically lists Toon World, from your deck to your hand, except for bookmark. If Toon World you control would be destroyed by card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. This card's insane. This card's actually insane. You know what's crazy is like how much like searchability Toons have. Like they already had Toon Table of Contents. Add Toon bookmark and it's like the same. It's like literally searches almost all the same things. Crazy. Okay. And then it gives protection to Toon World. So if your opponent tries to remove Toon World by destruction, you do have 1 protection from, which is also one of the big weaknesses of the deck. Just your opponent being able to remove Toon World and kind of flub your whole plans, right? We already read Chaos Space in the last video, so we already know that. We have a new trap card. All right, can we just please? Oh my God, what a terrible time for all this to happen. God damn it, this is just the worst. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, we have Eternal Chaos, a new trap card. I love the design. That's I know which card this is from, but I can't think of it right now. Anyway, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls as cost. Send 1 light and 1 dark monster from your deck to the graveyard whose combined attack is equal to or lower than that monster's. Also, for the rest of this turn after this card resolves, you can only activate 1 monster effect in the graveyard. It's cool. Like, it sends a light and a dark to the graveyard, but it's restrictive based on what your opponent currently controls, as well as the fact that you can only activate 1 monster effect. So like, it doesn't. I thought it was going to be like send stuff and then disrupt your opponent's monster that they had on the field. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that. So it's okay. I think it's pretty powerful. I mean, sending 2 things to the graveyard can be pretty good, but I just think right now, for this deck, I think this deck's going to want to be a little more faster, a little more offensive than what this card wants to do. And I think our last new card here is Terror Toon. This creepy looking book, and it's a counter trap. When a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated while you control Toon World and a Toon monster, so you have to have both, negate the activation if you do destroy it. Very simple, very searchable counter trap. This card could be really nice for Toons, giving them protection from like the blowout cards, specifically post-siding, because like I feel like Toons can steal a duel from a lot of decks. Just like activate a Mystic Mine, activate Toon World, attack directly every turn with 1 monster until you just lose. Post-siding, people are bringing their Cosmic Cyclones, people are bringing their Lightning Storms, people are bringing the Evenly Matches. Toon Terror just says no to 1 of those, and now we see now that we have a ton of just searchability added, even more. Like, Toon Table of Contents was already clean, now we add Bookmark in there. And yeah, this card does have Toon World in its card text, so it is searchable off of the Bookmark. So I'll take that for sure. Overall, I think these are fine. I think this girl specifically is probably the best Chaos card we looked at out of these ones. Creator's good, but we already saw him. So like out of these new ones, I think she's better. He's okay, but he doesn't help with like disruption. He's just removal. So maybe this deck is a hard going second, just kind of like storm the field and banish a bunch of stuff type deck. This card's kind of meh. And then for the Toon stuff, I think the counter trap is solid. I think the search card is solid. Those are both really good. I think she's good, and I think the Blackluster Soldier is nice removal. I think all 4 of those Toon cards are actually like pretty nice, at least for what the deck wants to do. Unfortunately, I don't think these new cards really steer the deck away from like what it was doing before, in terms of you kind of just play like a Mystic Mine Toon Table deck or Toon World deck, where you're just kind of like activate Mystic Mine, activate Toon World, put 1 Toon on the field, and you just punch in like a million times. And if your opponent just has monsters on the field they can't get rid of, you just eventually kill them that way. So it's interesting. we'll see where it goes. We'll see if it changes anything. But I think if anything, it just got more consistent and a little more defensive with the counter trap. So, I don't know, guys. Overall, let me know your guys' thoughts. We still have, I feel like, a decent amount of cards that we still don't have revealed for the set. We'll see if we get those tonight. Potentially not, I don't know. But, of course, I'll keep you updated. If it does, I'll make another video, and we'll go over them, of course, as always. But, yeah, let me know your thoughts. If you're a Toon player or if you think, like, if you're pretty well, like, renowned with, like, the Chaos stuff, definitely let me know if there's any specific, like, interactions or anything I'm missing. With these new cards, if you think I'm off base on any of them, think stuff's worse than it is, think stuff's better than it is, let me know your thoughts down below. And of course, as always, subscribe to the channel. I've got Yu-Gi-Oh! News coming, all videos all the time. As soon as news drops, deck profiles coming, I got discussion videos coming, I got the whole dang shebang. So, yeah, I love you. Peace. Thanks for watching. I love you. Bye.